This week in Puerto Rican news, here's what you need to know. We are no longer speaking about the possibility of war, but its arrival. The path forward is already being drawn without our consent, and if we do not organize now, this path promises to lead us to conflict, death, and put a target on our backs. Puerto Rican bodies have long been expendable in American wars, and American citizenship wasn't granted to give us rights. It was granted to give them access to our bodies, access to our labor, access to our compliance. And in the end, it gave them access to young men and women who were led to believe the lie that they're part of a nation that is only using them as pawns. When war breaks out, Puerto Ricans will be the first ones to be sent to the front lines, and they'll be the first ones to return in caskets. And of course, we'll be told that this is honor and pride, but what honor could there be in a government that doesn't invest in our health, doesn't protect our lands, doesn't value our lives? Simple. It's exploitation, it's extraction, and it's greed. Those who have long denounced this so-called war on drugs understand the pattern very well. One where power is preserved through sacrifice that is never equally shared. And unless we organize now, it won't just take lives. It will take the future of a Puerto Rico with Puerto Ricans. Now, the governor of Puerto Rico has described a redesign of a trauma ward in Puerto Rico. But this announcement, while being framed as an investment in healthcare infrastructure, speaks of something more sinister. It speaks of a tragedy in the horizon, and veterans and military observers are calling it what it is. Trauma wards are expanded when casualties are expected, and the people filling those beds will not be the men in power who stand to gain everything. It will be Puerto Rican bodies. But the young men and women who thought that joining the army would offer stability, education, and opportunity. What many will receive instead will be life-altering injuries. Loss of limbs, traumatic brain injuries, psychological trauma that will follow them for the rest of their lives if they survive long enough to leave the ward. And while the preparations for conflict accelerate, the crisis at home deepens. Here in Puerto Rico, displacement is no longer a looming threat. It is a daily reality. Housing is increasingly inaccessible for working families, and available units are scarce. While prices continue to increase, what is the Puerto Rican government's response? A housing incentive program that is laughable.